Hi, welcome to Challenge 2013. We're so glad to have you with us here today. Two fine teams here in our 36th year of competition at Tompkins Cortland Community College. They are from Cherry Valley Springfield and Northeast Bradford. Let's meet the team from Northeast Bradford and their captain, Dakota Bellinger.
Hi, I'm Dakota, and I'm going to be the first person to graduate from North.
Hi, my name is Sam Williams. I'm a senior Northeast Bradford, and I will be attending the United States Naval Academy next fall, where I'm studying mechanical engineering.
Hi, I'm Isaac Dunn. I'm a sophomore at Northeast Bradford High School, and I participate at the Senior High Scholarship Challenge.
Hi, I'm Drew Edsel, and I'm a junior at Northeast Bradford, and I play soccer, and I'm a cheerleader.
All right, the team is building for the future with some underclassmen there. The team from Northeast Bradford is coached by Melissa Tewksbury. Now let's meet the team from Cherry Valley Springfield and their captain, Kyle Jakeway.
Hello, I'm Kyle Jakeway, and I'm going to be attending Misericordia to study sports marketing.
Hi, I'm Kevin Doubleday, and I'm majoring in integrated marketing communications at Ithaca College next fall.
Hi, I'm Tristan Freilich. I'm a senior at Cherry Valley Springfield. I will be attending Hartwick College for nursing next year.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm here at CVS, and I plan to attend Clarkson University for engineering.
Okay, the team from Cherry Valley Springfield is coached by Jordan Jakeway. All right, teams, we know how the game is played. We start with nothing but toss-ups in our first round. The first one is a 5-pointer. Hands on buzzers, here we go. The Ugly Duckling, The Emperor's New Clothes, and The Snow Queen are children's stories penned by which Danish author and poet? Call time. The answer is Hans Christian Andersen. For 10 points, they were discovered by Anthony Hewish and Jocelyn Bell in 1968 using a radio telescope and were initially dubbed Little Green Men. What are these rotating neutron stars known for emitting periodic pulses of radio waves?
Cherry Valley, Sean.
Pulsars.
Pulsars is correct for 10. Here's a 5-pointer. Name the two parts of speech an adjective can modify.
Cherry Valley, Kevin.
A noun and an adverb.
I'm sorry, no. Can you take it, Northeast Bradford? Adverbs can modify adjectives, but adjectives can't go the other way around. Nouns and pronouns. For 10 points, the Big Four who represented the victors at the Paris Peace Conference after World War I were the leaders of the U.S., Great Britain, France, and which other nation?
Northeast Bradford, Dakota.
Russia.
Not Russia. Can you take it, Cherry Valley Springfield? The answer is Italy. For 10 points, Spanish and French each have 3 possible endings for regular infinitives. German regular infinitives, on the other hand, all end with what 2 letters? No German scholars here. The answer is EN. For 5 points, it's played on an indoor court with rackets approximately the size and shape of badminton rackets. What is this sport with the same name as a garden vegetable?
Cherry Valley, Kyle.
Squash.
Squash is correct for 5. I have a 5-point visual now. It's going to come up on your monitor. Watch it for a clue to the name of a U.S. state capital. Give me both city and state. One of Elizabeth I was Sir Walter Raleigh. Raleigh, North Carolina was what we were looking for there. For 5 points, the discriminant of a standard quadratic equation is equal to b squared minus this number multiplied by a times c. The simplest...
Cherry Valley, Sean.
4.
4 is correct for 5 points. Here's a 10-pointer. Raleigh, the site of North Carolina State University, is 1/3 of the so-called Research Triangle of North Carolina. What are the other 2 cities, homes to UNC and Duke?
Cherry Valley, Kyle.
Chapel Hill and I forget.
We'll call time. Can you take it, Northeast Bradford?
Northeast Bradford, Sam.
Chapel Hill and Durham.
Durham is the home of Duke. Yes, that's correct for 10. Here's a 5-pointer. Viruses such as hepatitis lead to scarring of this organ called cirrhosis. What is
Northeast Bradford, Dakota.
The liver.
the liver is what we're looking for. And Northeast Bradford closes with a rush. What is our score after one period, Tina?
Cherry Valley 20, Northeast Bradford 15.
Okay, very close. That means Northeast Bradford, you'll have first bid in the answer auction. I'm going to read the answer auction question for both teams right now. There were 9 Asian colonies of Great Britain before World War II. How many of them can you name? They're going to decide on their opening bid. While they're doing that, I will tell the home audience that the high bidding team must then give the number of answers bid without giving an incorrect answer to get 40 points. If they can't do that, the other team needs to give just one correct answer not already given to earn 20 points. And if they can't do that, the original high bidding team gets the 20 points. So let's see what happens. Northeast Bradford, what's your opening bid?
2.
They bid 2. Will you go 3, Cherry Valley? Captain?
No.
Okay, they'll give it to you for 2. Northeast Bradford, give me 2 Asian colonies of Great Britain before World War II.
India.
India is 1.
Thailand.
Sorry, no. Give me 1 Cherry Valley Springfield for 20 points.
Indonesia.
Captain? Indonesia? Sorry, no. Burma, Sri Lanka, Hong Kong, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Singapore, North Borneo, Sarawak were the ones. So 20 points to Northeast Bradford. Tina, that makes a change in the score. What is our score?
Yes, Northeast Bradford 35, Cherry Valley 20.
All right. Still only 15 points separating the two. We'll be coming back in round 3 with toss-ups and bonuses. Answer a toss-up correctly, your team gets a chance at a bonus worth 20 points. We'll be back with that in a moment on TC3's High School Challenge 2013. Tina, is that score official?
Yes, it is, Brooks. Northeast Bradford 35, Cherry Valley Springfield 20.
All right, let's see what happens in our third round. Toss-ups and bonuses. First bonus is in the category rings. Here's the toss-up for 10. It is hypothesized that one of these would decay into a pion and a positron, although this would take over 10 to the 30th years. With a charge of 1.6 times 10 to the negative 19 coulombs, these are what charged particles found in an atom's nucleus?
Cherry Valley, Sean.
Positive.
I'm sorry, no. Can you take it? Northeast Bradford.
Northeast Bradford, Sam.
Proton.
Proton's what we're looking for, the name of the charged particle, not the name of the charge. And Northeast Bradford, here is your bonus in the category rings. I want you to name 2 planets other than Saturn which have rings.
Jupiter and Uranus.
Yes, and Neptune is the other one. 3/4 of the active volcanoes on Earth lie in an area including western, South, and North America, from Alaska to Chile, as well as Eastern Asia. What 3-word name is applied to that area?
Ring of Fire.
That's correct. For 5 points, the cost to produce them was over $300 million, but they grossed almost $3 billion worldwide. What is this top box office movie trilogy filmed in New Zealand?
The Lord of the Rings.
That's correct. And finally, what are the 5 colors of the rings making up the Olympic logo?
Red, green, yellow, blue, black.
That's correct.
20 bonus points.
Well done. Making your bones the category of the next bonus, here's the toss-up for 10 points. Anne Hebert's novels, plays, and poems were written in French, but she was a citizen of which Western Hemisphere nation?
Cherry Valley, Kyle.
Canada.
Canada, eh? That's right. 10 points for you and a chance at this bonus, Cherry Valley Springfield. From the description I give you, give the scientific term for each bone. First, the longest bone in the human body found in the upper leg.
Femur.
Femur is correct. Known as the kneecap, it increases the leverage at the knee joint.
Patella.
Patella is correct. This shin bone is found at the front of the lower leg.
Tibia.
Tibia is correct. And finally, commonly known as the tailbone, this bone at the bottom of the vertebral column is a vestigial structure.
Coccyx.
Say it aloud. Help him.
Sorry, caucus?
I'll accept that. Coccyx is the correct pronunciation, but we can see where you might mispronounce that.
20 bonus points.
Thank you. Africa, the category of the next bonus. Here's the toss-up for 10. Joe Biden has twice been elected Vice President of the United States. Prior to that, he served as the senator from which state?
Cherry Valley, Kevin.
Wisconsin.
Not Wisconsin. Can you take it, Northeast Bradford?
Northeast Bradford, Dakota.
Indiana.
Folks are way in the wrong part of the country. Delaware. Still playing for that Africa bonus, this toss-up for 10. These structures make use of the counter-current exchange system to transfer oxygen to the blood, and the term by which they're known is also used to describe the pharyngeal slits chordates are born with. What are these respiratory structures found in some amphibian forms and fish?
Northeast Bradford, Dakota.
Gills.
Gills is correct, Dakota, for 10. Here's your Africa bonus, Northeast Bradford. I want you to name the African nations from the descriptions I give you. First, it's an island in the Indian Ocean. 90% of its indigenous wildlife occurs nowhere else in the world. This former French colony has its capital at Antananarivo.
Madagascar.
Madagascar is correct. Its neighbors are Zimbabwe, South Africa, and Tanzania. It was colonized by the Portuguese in the 16th. The channel named for it separates Madagascar from the African mainland.
South Africa.
Sorry, no, Mozambique. It underwent two separate and bloody civil wars, one in the late 20th and another in the early 21st century. In 2005, this country, founded by former slaves, elected the first female president in Africa, Ellen Sirleaf Johnson.
Tunisia.
I'm sorry, no, it's Liberia. And finally, when South Sudan from Sudan in 2011, this former French colony in North Africa, the 10th largest in the world, became the largest country in Africa in area.
The Côte d'Ivoire.
Algeria.
5 bonus points.
Novel, the category of the next bonus. Here's the toss-up for 10. Its eastern border is on the Black Sea. Its northern neighbors are Ukraine and Moldova, while its western borders are shared with Hungary and Serbia. Name this country, once home to the first gymnast to record a perfect score in an Olympic event.
Northeast Bradford, Drew.
Romania.
Romania is correct. It was Nadia Comaneci, in case you've forgotten, which you apparently haven't. Here's your bonus, the category novel. I'm going to give you 4 clues to the identity of a novel. You'll get 20 points if you can give me the title after the first clue, 15 after the second, 10 after the third, and 5 after the final clue. You can give me a guess on each clue without you losing the question. So we'll start with clue number 1 for 20 points. In this novel, the protagonist's best friend, Charlotte Lucas, decides to marry
Pride and
Mr.
Prejudice.
Collins. Didn't need all of it, I guess. Pride and Prejudice is correct. That brings us to the end of round 3. Tina, what's our score, please?
Northeast Bradford, 110. Cherry Valley, 50.
All right, still very close and well played by both teams. We're moving on now to the category round, where teams get to choose one of 4 categories and try to answer 10 questions in 60 seconds in that category. Categories we'll be using are life in the big city, African capitals, city nicknames, and state nicknames. Cherry Valley Springfield, you'll have first choice of those when we come back on TC3's High School Challenge 2013. Tina, is that score official?
Yes, it is, Brooks. Northeast Bradford, 110. Cherry Valley Springfield, 50.
All right, that means Cherry Valley's choice of the 4 categories, which are life in the big city, African capitals, city nicknames, and state nicknames. What are you choosing, Kyle?
Life in the big city.
Life in the big city it is. Ready with the timer? Start the timer, please. According to the 2010 census, name the largest city by population in each of these states. Maine. No. Delaware.
Dover.
No. South.
Charleston.
No. Ohio.
Cleveland.
No. Kentucky.
Louisville.
Yes. Connecticut.
Hartford.
No. Missouri.
Kansas City.
Yes. Georgia.
Atlanta.
Yes. New Mexico.
Albuquerque. No, Albuquerque. Yeah.
Yes. Iowa.
Des Moines.
Yes. Okay. Started off slowly, finished with a hurry, with a rush. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50 points. Chance to steal 50, Northeast Bradford, if you can answer these immediately. Biggest city in Maine.
Pass.
It's Portland. Delaware.
Pass.
Captain? Wilmington. South Carolina.
Rolling.
Oh, there are only 2 big cities in South Carolina, and they gave the other one, which was Charleston. Columbia. Ohio. Columbus, the capital, is the largest city. Connecticut.
Springfield.
Bridgeport. Someone once said in New York City, everything west of Bridgeport is the boonies. Okay. Life in the big city, a category we did fairly well at. Let's see what you choose now, Northeast Bradford, for your own category. State nicknames, okay. Ready with the timer? Start the timer, please. I'll give the state nickname, you give me the state. Land of Enchantment.
Pass. Pass.
Equality State.
Pass.
Bay State.
Boston. Massachusetts.
Yes. The Last Frontier.
Alaska.
Yes. Constitution State.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
No. Bluegrass State.
Kentucky.
Yes. Magnolia State.
Pass.
Land of Opportunity.
Pass.
Centennial State.
Pass.
Granite State.
Vermont.
No. Okay, that's the end of the question, and you picked up 30 points. Chance to steal 70, Cherry Valley, Springfield. Land of Enchantment.
Pass.
It's New Mexico. Equality State.
Missouri.
It's the state that first gave women the vote. Wyoming. Constitution State.
Delaware.
Delaware's called the first state because they were the first state to ratify, but Connecticut. Magnolia State.
North Carolina.
Oh, you Yankees all missed it. It's Mississippi. Land of Opportunity.
Virginia.
Arkansas. I have a little trouble with that one myself. Centennial State.
Pennsylvania.
Became a state in 1876. Colorado State.
New Hampshire.
Yes, it is New Hampshire. That brings us to the end of round 4, Tina. I think the score is still close. What is it?
North 150, Cherry Valley Springfield 110.
Only 40 points, and that is going to come up very quickly in the next round where we have 15 and 10-point toss-ups, and that's all we have till the end of the match. We'll be back in a moment with that round on TC3's High School Challenge 20. Hi, welcome back. Tina, what's our score, please, officially?
Northeast Bradford 150, Cherry Valley Springfield 110.
Okay, both teams scoring well, and the match is very close. Let's see what happens in our last round, which is nothing but toss-ups. And let's have those hands on buzzers. Don't get consultation on these at all. Here we go. We start with a 15-pointer. If you drew all the sides and all the diagonals, how many segments would you make for a regular octagon? You have 15 seconds, okay? You got a regular octagon. You're going to draw all the sides and all the diagonals. How many segments are you going to make?
Northeast Bradford, Sam.
8.
Sorry, no. Can you take it? Cherry Valley, Springfield. You got a little more time.
Cherry Valley, Sean.
15.
It's 28. For 15 points, largely unrecognized during his lifetime, he's considered a seminal figure of Romanticism in both the visual and verbal arts. Name this poet and artist of the 18th and 19th centuries who illustrated his own poetic works such as The Tiger.
Northeast Bradford, Dakota.
Frost.
Sorry, no. Okay. Cherry Valley, Springfield. Call time. The answer is William Blake. 10 points. It's located between the Lincoln Memorial, the United States Capitol, and the Washington Monument. It's also given to shopping countrywide. Given to this open.
Northeast Bradford, Sam.
National Mall.
National Mall is what we're looking for, yes. For 10 points, he's acclaimed as perhaps the foremost satirist who ever wrote in the English language. Name this author of A Modest Proposal and Gulliver's Travels.
Sean.
Oliver Twist.
I'm sorry, no. Can you take it? Northeast Bradford.
Northeast Bradford, Dakota.
Swift.
Jonathan Swift is correct. For 10 points, the Mayan word meant God food, while the Aztec one translates as bitter water. The X in Aztec, but its cognates in English, French, and Spanish all begin with CH. What's this?
Northeast Bradford, Dakota.
Chocolate.
Chocolate's what we're looking for there. For 15 points, shortly before the U.S. announced in 1950 that it would aid South Korea in response to North Korean attacks, it also declared it would help which country in its fight against communism in Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam?
Tristan.
France is correct for 15 points. Here's a 10-pointer. Its cystic duct connects with the common hepatic duct. That connection forms a duct named for a substance the liver produces, but this organ stores. What is this organ found just above the liver, whose main function is the storage of?
Northeast Bradford, Dakota.
The gallbladder.
Gallbladder, the storage of bile, yes. I have an audio toss-up now. I want you to listen to this and name either the lead singer, the group, or the sound.
Northeast Bradford, Drew.
You Can't Hurry Love for the title.
That is the title, but we weren't asking for the title.
Cherry Valley, Springfield, Kyle.
Celine Dion.
No, it was Diana Ross and the Supremes. The sound was the Motown sound. It's good that you got the title, Drew. Unfortunately, that wasn't what we were asking for. All right, for 15 points. In 1980, when it became an independent African nation, its dollar was valued higher than the U.S. dollar. Today, thanks to ruinous government policies leading to 3 currency devaluations, all transactions in this country are done in euros, U.S. dollars, Botswanan pulas, or pounds sterling. Name this nation once known as Rhodesia. The answer is Zimbabwe. For 15 points, what, if anything, needs to be done to make this sentence grammatically correct? None of us were able to make change correctly because we hadn't learned simple math. We're able to make change correctly because we hadn't learned simple math.
Northeast Bradford, Sam.
Haven't instead of hadn't.
I'm sorry, no.
Cherry Valley, Sean.
The sentence is correct.
It is not correct. The reason it's not correct is that none is singular, so it should be none of us was able to make change correctly. For 10 points, this piezoelectric material is the second most common in the Earth's crust after feldspar, and it has Mohs hardness of 7. What is this mineral made of silicon dioxide, one variety of which is amethyst?
Cherry Valley, Sean.
Quartz.
Quartz is correct, Sean, for 10. Here's a 15-pointer. The first written constitution in the New World, the Fundamental Orders, which established a General Assembly, a governor, and the right to tax, was signed by representatives of towns in what colony in 1634?
Ohio.
Virginia.
Not Virginia. Can you take it, Northeast Bradford?
Northeast Bradford, Dakota.
Quebec.
No, Connecticut. For 10 points, the Wars of the Roses were fought between the houses of York and Lancaster, branches of the Royal House of Plantagenet. And settled which royal house, eventually including Henry VIII and Elizabeth I, ruled England for the next 13 years.
Northeast Bradford, Salmon.
York.
Not York. Can you take it, Cherry Valley, Springfield? It is the House of Tudor. His record was a mediocre 41-50 over a 10-year Major League career. That was until 2012 when he won the National League Cy Young Award with a 20-6 record. Who is this New York Met knuckleballer recently?
Cherry Valley, Sean.
R.A. Dickey.
R.A. Dickey recently traded to Toronto. Way to go, Mets. For 15 points. In some cases, it becomes legal when a couple has lived together for a given period of time. In others, it involves the agreement to consider themselves married. What kind of marriage is it?
Northeast Bradford, Dakota.
Gay marriage.
I'm sorry, no. Can you take it, Cherry Valley, Springfield? It is a common law marriage. Tina, what's our final score, please?
Northeast Bradford, 190. Cherry Valley, 145.
Okay, very well played, both teams. We'll be back to validate the score and say goodbye to our friends on TC3's High School Challenge 2013. Tina, is that final score official?
Yes, it is, Brooks. Northeast Bradford, 190. Cherry Valley, 145.
Okay, very well played, both teams. We appreciate, of course, all the time that it takes to get a team together and bring them up here. And we look forward to seeing both of these teams in competing later on in the prelims. And we thank you for watching High School Challenge 2013. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.